Over the last few months, we've seen an increase of just some amazing cameras. And so the debate for me has been, what is going to be my A camera going forward? And while cameras like the Sigma BF, or even more so the Lumix S1 Mark II are super compelling, I'm going to talk to you today about 4, maybe 5 major reasons why I chose the Lumix S1R Mark II over those cameras as my A camera going forward. So with that said, let's dive right in talking about one of the first reasons, and that is the 44 megapixel sensor. While I mostly freelance in video work, I do get hired quite a bit as either a lead photographer or a second photographer. And so with that said, it's really nice to have all the megapixels to be able to crop in when I compose terribly and I want to recompose in post. Now, there are a couple of added bonuses having this high resolution sensor. One is the fact that you do eliminate a lot of moire. And with me doing a lot of testimonials and brand work in the corporate space, you do get a lot of clothing textures that may introduce moire. And so having the ability to have this high resolution sensor kind of eliminate that moire is really nice. And so that is one giant reason I love this high resolution sensor. But another added bonus is my next reason why I chose the S1R Mark II, and that is ISO performance. And that's both on the low range and the high range. The low range with Vlog does have 200 ISO as its kind of lower base ISO. Now the higher end is 1000, but again, because of the high megapixel sensor or because of the high resolution sensor, when you do pump this up in ISO, you may introduce noise, but because it's such a high resolution sensor, that noise is going to be so fine that you really aren't going to be able to tell a ton, and you can push this camera's ISO. Another reason why I chose the S1R Mark II over the S1 II is I just don't need high frame rates. One thing that I love about the S1 Mark II is you do have things like 6K open gate at 60 frames per second, or higher frame rates like 240 in 1080p, which is really nice. But I don't use high frame rates enough to justify buying a camera just based off of higher frame rates. A lot of the stuff I'm doing, again, is brand work. We're doing a lot of kind of on-camera testimonials, on-camera talking, and so I don't need high frame rates. And with that being said, we'll kind of clump this all together where let's talk about rolling shutter, because that's another reason why people may pick up the S1 Mark II. And again, it comes back to that's just not the things I'm filming. Now, we will get into my rig for the S1R Mark II to kind of counteract the overheating that we're seeing from a lot of other users that have used the S1R Mark II for video work, but I currently have not run into really anything. And I've been in a lot of different filming scenarios over the last couple weeks, over the last couple months. And so take it for what you will. Oh God, it's overheating now. I'm kidding. It's not overheating. And then the last reason for me is just the image. And I think this is the most important reason for me. The reason I picked up the S1R Mark II over any other camera really is because honestly, this is the first camera that has made me willingly put the Sigma FP down to shoot with this camera. Again, I feel like between the S1 II and the S1R Mark II, it's kind of like splitting hairs, but these are some reasons I chose to pick up the S1R Mark II over the S1 II. And I hope this has helped you kind of in your decision-making journey if you're looking at both of these cameras. And so if it has been helpful, let me know in the comments below, or if you do have questions about the S1R Mark II, let me know in the comments below as well. If you own the S1R Mark II or any other Lumix or Sigma camera, consider subscribing. We talk about those cameras and that camera system here all the time. As always, thank you for joining. Go and find your journey. Go embrace life. Peace. For anyone that's living in the South and is dealing with this summertime heat, if you know, you know, I'm here with you. We'll get through this. It's so hot.